I failed it. Oh, shit. Hey, Matt. It would be really nice if you were to pull out the microphone so people could hear you before you start the video. Well, we're already doing it, so why not, right? Last night, I was, you know what? I filmed that video last night at like 6 o'clock, and I was like, all right, I got 6 hours to upload this, and I dropped the ball. I'm sorry. I dropped the ball into a ravine, splattered all over the place. The ball is, in fact, a human head, but, and I didn't get to upload it till this morning, so technically it's 2 VEDOs for the price of 1 today. This was a long day for me. I don't even know if there's like a cohesive story here, but I'll tell you guys the story, whatever. So first off, I slept in, I slept like 10 hours. Now I don't know if it's just me, but it's like there's like a certain window of time that I have to wake up. If I go under or over this like certain window, my whole day gets kind of fucked over. Like, let's say I go to bed at midnight, which is what I did last night. I went to bed at midnight. If I wake up too early, like let's say I wake up at like 6, hey, 6 hours of sleep, a lot of people that might be a good enough, like I know my dad, he had to start early his entire life, all his jobs he's had, even up till now, he has to get up at like 2 in the morning. He would go to bed at like 8 and then get like only like 6 hours of sleep, and he would be fine the whole day. I am not like that. I get 6 hours of sleep, I'll wake up and I'll be fine, but like in the middle of the day, my entire body will just be like, hey, guess what, Matt? You're going to bed now, but I'm in the middle of driving. You're like, well, too bad. Should have gotten more sleep. On the other hand, if I sleep too long, like I did this morning, I woke up at like 10, I got like 10 hours of sleep, I feel very lethargic when I wake up. Even though I just slept 10 hours, I wake up and feel like I haven't slept in like a day, and it takes me a lot longer to wake up. And, yeah, I had one class today, did not go, had some other stuff to handle here, but after I got all that stuff done, I went to club today at 5. I had the anime club. We went there, we watched Unlimited Blade Works. Now, here's the thing. I get recommended a lot of anime, most of which is probably JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I've been really enjoying. I don't want to talk about it here just because I want to make a separate video about that on the main channel, but I've read the first 2 arcs of JoJo, Phantom Blood and Battle Tendency. I'm currently watching Battle Tendency in the anime, the 2012 anime version. I'm getting really pumped for Stardust Crusaders because I know everyone always talks like, wait till you get to Stardust Crusaders. It's fucking awesome. And I'm really starting to understand the JoJo verse a little bit better, but I'll save that for a video. I also remember that I used to get recommendations all the time for Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Now, I haven't gotten recommendations for that so much recently, but I used to get it all the time. Now, when I selected that anime to watch, we have like a random wheel we spin for our anime club, and whatever random anime it lands on, we watch. I put it in there as Unlimited Blade Works. I didn't know that it was Fate Stay Night, and it's like part of like Unlimited Blade Works is like the 3rd season, from what I understand. There's like an anime before that, like the original anime, and there's also a movie in there. I don't know if the movie like bridges both anime or if the movie is like its separate thing, but we start watching the first episode of Unlimited Blade Works, where the main character, I forget her name, she summons like her familiar, and it's like a hot guy with white hair, and he's an archer, and that's where we started. It was like a 50-minute episode, and it was good. It's just we're sitting there like confused as fuck. I feel like we're missing something here, but it was a very well animated, great music. The final battle scene between the Lancer and the Archer, that seemed pretty cool. The premise seems awesome. It's just I have no fucking idea what was going on. So, that was a thing. After that, I had to, normally I go home after club. Club is over at 6. Normally I go home. But my friend Emma, who is also a comm student at the school I go to, she was having a presentation she was working really hard on all week. She was working on this presentation. She was doing a presentation on Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she was going to try to tie it together with like spirituality and stuff, and the different themes that take place in the series. So, she was working really hard on this all week, and I'm a good friend of hers, so I figured, okay, I'm going to go to this. It's at 7, so we get out of club at 6, and for like that whole hour, I was like in the computer lab, like by myself, and the computer lab's in like the lower level of the building, and it's nighttime. There's a football game going on, so there's like nobody down there. It's kind of fucking creepy, and I'm in this computer lab all by myself, and I'm watching Kill Bill Volume 1. I don't know what compelled me to watch that, but I just started. I just queued up. I have the really huge. We have a projector in there, like a huge projector. So here I am in the fucking Mac lab, like where we have class, sitting there watching Kill Bill Volume 1 on the big screen. It was pretty cool. Love that movie. Haven't seen it in forever, so now, of course, I have to go and watch the sequel to that. So at 7, I go over to her presentation. Not a lot of people showed up to it, and I really felt bad because, she really put a lot of effort into this, and there's only like 3 or 4 people that showed up to it. But it was a good presentation. We watched an episode of Avatar: Last Airbender. We watched a lot of the presentation focused on Zuko's transition from, he's a bad guy, and then in the second season he becomes a good guy, and then he turns back to being a bad guy, and then he feels bad and regret for his character. He has changed over the seasons and eventually is, the good guy on Aang's cause. So I watched that. That was good. And then had some good cookies. And then I went to go pick some stuff up at Walmart. Then I realized I had not eaten in like 9 hours. So I went and got McDonald's and came home. And here we are. That was my day. Not a lot of interesting shit happens in my life. That's probably one of the more interesting days I've had. And that was pretty dull, to be honest with you. But I like I said, I already put out a video this morning. Not really a lot of other stuff to talk about. Oh, I'm working straight through the weekend. I'm working like 9 hours both days, Saturday and Sunday. So don't expect a lot of content from me over the weekend. I was thinking maybe of putting out I could probably get a live stream done. But I really want to do that JoJo video. I really want to do that. So even tomorrow when I get off work and I have work the next day in the morning, I might still try to squeeze out something of a JoJo video just to talk about the series in general. Nothing really that official, like not an official review of it or anything like that, but just to give you my thoughts on it maybe before I really get into it, because I do really want to talk about this series because it is as good as everyone says it was. And I'm not apparently not even to the best part yet, but I still really like this series. I would say my favorite character from the first one, Phantom Blood, is Speedwagon. And that's something I fucking love, too, about the series, how they're just the naming schemes. And then you get to the second season where I love Joseph. Joseph is fucking hilarious as a main character. He is so likable to me. And so I'm enjoying it. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This will be Tekking 101 signing out. I don't even know what this video was about, but whatever. It counts.